Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty. What's going on, everybody? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to the Friday night live stream, guys. April 22nd. Man, this month is going by fast. Any second now, we're going to see some peeps jump into the chat. Here we go. It's beginning to update, starting with Dom's World. We got Martin Luke right there as well, Randy Molina. Plenty of peeps in the house here. I'm going to shoot up to the top of the lobby here and give all of you guys the ceremonial hello, and see who exactly is here. Give me the thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay. And then we will get this party started. I've got a little bit of a packed show for you guys tonight, especially with the review. It's going to be a fun one, I have a feeling. I'm very excited to give these things a shot, so it's going to be fun. Great to see everybody. Looks like we've got some thumbs up coming up there. There's Annette. There's Lord. Very cool. Michael Domeyer, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on, everybody. Great to be here with every single one of you, as always. Let's go to the very top of the charts here. Annette Cervantes in the house here. Erna 785. Thank you. Our 80s music aficionado. I have no doubt we're going to hear some good stuff throughout the hour here with trivia and questions about music and stuff like that as well. So thanks, Erna, for being here. Lord Darkside as well. Thank you. Min Lee, who's apparently enjoying a very tasty egg sandwich. Shout outs to you. You can't go wrong with eggs. Hopefully there's some cheese mixed in that with that as well. Alexander, thanks so much for jumping on here. Drew's Food Reviews in the house. Good evening, everyone. Very proper. Great to see you. Great times all across the board. Buzz7332 shouting out with the second super chat donation already of the evening. One in the lobby and one here right now. Buzz, thank you so much. Shout outs to you. Man, I'll just segue right into it. Should you guys wish to do what Buzz is doing and contribute to the channel, which goes a long way. Thank you for doing that, Buzz. I got to tell you, man, as well as being one of my patrons too there, you are definitely amazing. Thank you for that. You'll find all the information down below in the description box or the first pinned comment if you're watching this on the replay. Definitely consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, but become a patron as well too. Lots of fun stuff there naturally as well. So thank you. I greatly appreciate that. You'll find all those details down below, like I said as well. So many of you guys know how to do that stuff already, but just to put it out there for you guys, thank you. Donut Man in effect. And it looks like we've got fun for the double with no tomato. Absolutely. Animal style with all the onions too. Got to have all those onions on there. Let's see here. We have got A-Wolf in the house here as effect as well. Thank you so much for jumping on. Johnny, I gave the like to the stream. Thank you. Definitely hit that like button down below. Share it out with your peeps. Let's see if we can get a huge audience following before we get into the reviews. It's going to be fun. Randy Molina, thank you so much for jumping on as well. Who else do we have here in the chat as we go down the line? Going. A lot of my amazing peeps in the community here. A lot of my day one. ScoutRush.com. Thank you so much. Looking forward to some cool vibes tonight. Well, I'm always trying to put that out there for you to help distract you from everything that's going on in your world as well as my own. So for the next hour, we can have a little bit of just zoning out and just kind of talking about stuff and having some fun stuff happening as well. Johnny is in effect here as well too here. Johnny is saying he does not have any friends. So if you guys can throw some hearts into the chat right over here, some extra, that would be an amazing situation if you could for Johnny. But you're part of an amazing community here, Johnny, so please definitely consider yourself welcomed, of course. Nothing but love and friendship here in this chat. We have a lot of great people that are in effect here. Let's see here as we go further on down. Okay, we got Martin Luke Galvin. Thanks so much for showing up. Dom's World in there as well. M website, stay frosty, indeed. Good times. We've got Mike Perkle. Hopefully I said that correctly there. How you doing? Michael Domeyer as well. Amazing to see you as always. And I think we are pretty much caught up there. Vivian George, what's going on? Doing okay. Hanging in there. Still dealing with craziness. It was crazy last Monday like I knew it was going to be. But definitely, everything is just moving along, and that's the best thing. I'm just glad to be here right now. I got to tell you, past certain things, which is good. Let's see, Junk Food Junction, what's going on? What's happening up here? Thank you so much for jumping in here. I appreciate you. As always, good times across the board. We're going to be doing some food review fun in just a little bit. We're going to be taking a look at a few little collectible things, of course. Should be a lot of fun. Is that Mugno? I think it's Mugno. What's up? How you doing? Armando Barron Gaming and Films, trying the Flamin' Hot Barbecue Ruffles. Very nice. A lot of fun checking those out. A lot of fun checking those out. Let's see. Johnny's listening to this while writing a 5-page paper. All right, my friend. Well, best of luck with that. Hopefully I won't distract you too much from getting done a little bit sooner than normal. But I appreciate you jumping on here again, Johnny. Again, part of an amazing community of people for sure. And I've never liked finals either, especially when I was in college. But you'll appreciate it when you're done with it and you've moved on from that. That's the best, I can tell you right now. And that is bringing up my social media handle for IG here at Peep This Out Reviews. Then there's the tip jar or PayPal. Peep This Out. Yes, there you go. That's very good stuff right there. Annette, I appreciate you. One of my amazing mods here. All the monkey wrench. I like to call it monkey wrenches, but the blue wrenches that you'll see there are all the amazing mods here on the channel. I appreciate you guys doing the do and putting that out there and kind of watching over and overseeing things as we go. Again, huge shout outs to you guys. As you know, I'm a one-man show for these particular things, of course. Vivian George jumping in there with another super chat donation. Looks like from overseas, if I'm not mistaken there. What's going on? Have I tried the tandoor chicken from India? You know what? I've actually done, I want to say it's a crackling chicken. There was some type of tandoori type of chicken that I reviewed on the channel way back. I want to say about a year or so ago. If you take a look on the live stream replays playlist here on the channel, you'll probably find that it was holding up a white bag, I believe. It's crackling chicken or something along those lines. But yes, I have actually had that. Very obviously hormone free, a little bit smaller but tender. And good times. So good times there as well. Vivian George, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation to the channel. All of you peeps who do that naturally, whether it's here on Super Chat or if it's through PayPal, which I won't know till after the fact. Of course, you'll find your names down below in the description box as official sponsors of the stream. So thank you so much in advance again for doing that. So all throughout the hour, naturally, we'll be able to kind of tabulate all that and you guys will be down below. And chances are, like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, you're seeing all this already. So thank you for rewatching the stream here tonight, which is good. Carl Broussard, what it do? He's playing Sonic Colors Ultimate. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Spicy pepperoni, tried them. The epic stuffed crust, great combination. Yes, good times. Good times going on across the board there with some of the Papa John's goodness there and all the fun stuff that we talked about from last week. And just to kind of get into a really quick breakdown of all the good stuff from last week, naturally. Of course, you guys know way back about a little over a week ago, Papa John's epic pepperoni stuffed crust pizza dovetailed right into the teriyaki salmon from Yoshinoya, and then obviously the steak white hot ranch fries from Taco Bell. And then you guys had the steak white hot ranch fries burrito because you knew that was coming, right? Always fun to check that out. And then naturally, one of my favorite reviews, which I filmed earlier in the week, and I spent some time putting that together, and talk about the perfect day to put that out, which was April 20th, the Blazed and Glazed crispy tenders. I didn't want to do the boneless wings. I didn't want to do the regular wings. Everyone was probably going to be doing that, and honestly, I've done so many variations of those two particular things, but not as many of the crispy tenders. So I really wanted to give something a little bit different a shot with that. And guys, that filmed beautifully. I got to tell you, I had so much fun putting that together. Naturally, they're bigger pieces of crispy chicken, so you can really get a look at the texture, get a look at all the goodness with the terpene stuff that was drizzled all over it or powdered all over it. I had a lot of fun with the Blazed and Glazed, and obviously with some fun effects and stuff like that as well. It was a really good time. And then I came back and circled back with Papa John's spicy pepperoni rolls, which was filmed not too long after the other one as well, just to make sure that that was finishing out the current goodness of the pepperoni stuff from Papa John's. So you guys have some really, really fun stuff. I had a lot of fun this past week plus. Putting out that content, and then actually leading into this week, you're going to see something this weekend, and then a couple of really fun ones again for during this week. I'm always ahead trying to put things together as much as possible. I'm definitely loving the 3 o'clock time frame for launching reviews as well. It's giving me a little bit more flexibility to actually kind of schedule things a little bit differently, and also with my contacts to work around things as well. So I'm really, really thinking that was a good decision at the same time. But good times across the board. For that currently for content, and hopefully you guys, if you guys are digging it, give me the thumbs up here in the chat. Let me know you guys are down with the schedule, with what you've seen this past week for sure. The Blazed and Glazed goodness is really a lot of people I'm still getting a lot of fun comments on that. A lot of people do love that one. It was fun to do for sure. Jay Hill, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on. Good evening to you as well. Let's see, ScottRush.com. I appreciate the thumbs up. Min Lee, what's your favorite Popeye's chicken sandwich? Probably going to be the spicy variant of the two. I definitely love those as well. Very, very good stuff. Let's see. Drew, is there box opening 101 tonight? No, we're doing some real fast food tonight. Yes, it's been a little long in the tooth for me doing all the other chips and cookies and everything else. So yes, good times there. Let's see. Johnny, love you guys. This is the best channel. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're, like I said, you're amongst friends. All right, so let me try and get caught up just a little bit here. Michael Bolton, How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? Classic song, yes sir, no, that's classic. And obviously the voice of him as well from Michael Bolton is timeless on top of that. There's only, one individual who has a voice that sounds like Michael Bolton, and that's Michael Bolton. And that's Cervantes. He will be showing us how to unbox the Hostess box. I forgot that one question. Very funny. Very, very funny. And James, yes, I know you meant the spiced pepperoni rolls. It's all good. Dom, tried the new coffee mocha Oreos. They're all right. Yep, I thought so too. Definitely thought so too. Let's see here. My chat is jumping up. Let's see. Going down the line. Crack Shack. Yes, Armando Baron Gaming. Yes, that's the tandoori chicken. That's the one, the Crack Shack. I was thinking crackling chicken. I don't know why, but I was on the right track. Misty Smith, hello there fellow peepers. Guess what today is? Friday, April 22nd. Absolutely. Junk Food Junction. See, breaking news. Yes, the Wendy's breakfast items are starting in Canada a few days earlier. Very nice. I'm sure, definitely. The Wendy's goodness, you're gonna dig it. I can't wait to see what you think of all those posts and everything like that. Wendy's has a banging breakfast, and considering I think their head chef was originally from McDonald's actually, Mike Hacks, I think, or Mike Harks or Hacks, I think is what it is. I usually tag whenever I do the Wendy's stuff and the breakfast I have. But he used to be with McDonald's. Now he's over at Wendy's, and quality breakfast goodies over there. I've reviewed a few things throughout since it's been available here in the States. So check out that Wendy's playlist. I don't think you'll be disappointed. But looking forward to seeing what you Canadian folks and our neighbors up north think about it. It should be pretty cool. And at Cervantes, yes, Snoop Doggy Dogg. I had to throw a little Snoop into that blazed and glazed video. I had a few other choices that I put in there, but it's a family-friendly show. So maybe if I had a way to actually release certain videos uncut with certain things that I put in there, because believe me, there are some things I could have done pretty nicely on that, but I really wanted to kind of watch it. So yes. Danny Diaz, what's up, Mr. K from Rosemead, California? Very nice. Thanks so much for jumping in. You are not too far from me here in Pasadena. Thanks so much for joining, Danny. That's cool. Yeah, ooh, it's magic. Yes, the Cars, Erna, going off. We got some good stuff there. It's funny, I listen to the Cars when I edit sometimes, including the Jay Giles band too. Actually, some of the 80s goodness right over there. Min, what's your favorite Popeye's chicken? Okay, we already talked about that there, the spicy one for sure. Favorite pizza chain? Fernando Sierra. Wow. It's hard to say because I like a little bit of everything from everybody, but more often than not, I'm usually getting Domino's and Papa John's, to be honest. And once in a while, the lunch special from Little Caesars. But more often than not, that $7.99 promo from Domino's has really got my heart right now. But the garlic dipping sauce from Papa John's, when I review their promo stuff, has it as well. So very close between Popeyes, or not Popeyes, Domino's as well as Papa John's between the two. So they're pretty much almost like neck and neck with each other in there as well. More often than not. Let's see. Armando Baron Gaming. Have you tried the Cubano Charburger from The Habit? Yes. That's all I will say. Ed Keaton, happy Friday to you as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Tony Montana had the steak white hot nacho fries with the do-it-yourself double-decker for lunch again today, just like last week. Really good again, and the spice really struck to me this time too. Very cool. Yes, those are really awesome stuff there. How bad could it really be, right? I mean, from the goodness over there at Taco Bell. It's a timeless flavor for fast food, and it's good, especially with those nacho fries, so you already know. Min Lee, can you read the chat? I am here. Yes, I'm reading it. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Hopefully. Let's see. Mike, did you ever try the wings at Arby's? No, I haven't, honestly. Since Arby's has been vacated our area and it's nowhere near easy to get to anymore. Pretty much, unless something happens, and if I'm happen to be in that side of town and I swing by and I see stuff, that's the only way that I'm probably going to do that, unless something is truly special to make a trip. But there's really nothing that I've been seeing that I haven't really done a version of in the past. So I'm like, oh, okay, we'll see what happens here. Let's see. Annette, oh my God, did you know San Diego is finally getting Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles? Awesome. I'm so excited. Won't have to drive to Anaheim anymore. Very nice. I'm a little spoiled because I have one about maybe 6 minutes from me here in Pasadena. So I definitely dig Little Roscoe's. And well, actually, I went there about a week and a half ago with the wifey and got some good stuff over there. So yes, you're going to dig it. You're going to dig it. Can't wait to hear what you think of that, Annette. It's really good. It's really, really good. All right, let's see here. Junk Food Junction, yes, his name is Mike Rux. He used to be the corporate chef at McDonald's, where he was instrumental in bringing back the Szechuan sauce in 2017. I did not know that. Very cool. Very, very cool. Very nice. Y Noel Fraye, yes, there you go. Mi sister, mi familia. That is my second half right over there, who is related to me. Y Noel, nice to have my big sis here. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see, Johnny, please come to Miami. We have tasty food, very tasty, like Cuban roast pork, very nice. I'm a huge fan of Cuban sandwiches, I'm telling you. We have a place called Portos here in the Glendale, Pasadena area, I guess you could say. There's a few of them that are around. Burbank is another. They have one actually down by Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm as well. Really, really good stuff. They have an awesome Cubano, a real Cubano sandwich, which is really good. So I'd love to be able to travel here in the near future to do a few of these things. So believe me, I'd like to add a little layer of that to my channel at some point soon. So we'll have to see. Johnny, my first job was at Wendy's. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see. Do I remember the Enchilito from Taco Bell? I think from way back in the day. I never had that. I never had that. But yes, I do remember. I do remember that for sure. Johnny worked there 14 months. Got burned by oil on my wrist one time. I hurt so bad. Whoa, not cool. Not cool. I'm so sorry. I hope that didn't leave a burn or a scar on you, if anything. Noel, yes, Portos, their famous potato balls, all that good stuff. But the Cubano is one of their favorite, one of my favorites there. And also the Medianoche sandwich as well, too, which is another version of the roasted pork goodness. It is good. And sis, you already know, Portos, I mean, we hit that every so often. It's really, really awesome. Let's see, Min Lee, why do you say lackluster in some type of videos? What do you mean by that, Min? What do you mean by that? Let's see here. All right, looks like Misty. Everybody clap, clap your hands. Here we wiggle and wave lifetime. Here we go. And that never had Portos. You know what? Check the Anaheim area because if you're already traveling up that way, you may want to. That's worth the trip, Annette. I'm telling you right now. And their Cubano is bomb. Their potato balls are amazing as well. Highly recommended. Highly recommended. I'd love to hear that you went because it really is worth your time. It's tasty. It's really tasty. I put everything on that. I put my word on that because it's really good stuff. Johnny, left a scar on your wrist for a while, but it's gone now. Good. Good, 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 good. All right, Tony Montana. Let's see. Last week, finally got to try Taco Bell Cinnamon Delights iced coffee. Pretty good, although it was a little normal iced coffee for some reason. Not that it's a bad thing. You really have to get to it right away because once it waters down, the flavor begins to get a little muted and it just kind of tastes like regular iced coffee. So I liked reviewing it. I thought it was really good. But then again, you have to chase it with some Cinnamon Delights there, which is really, really good. So speaking of delights, guys, let's jump into the first look at a collectible here. And I think you know what's coming. And this one actually is something that showed up a little early for me right now on pre-order, which I was super excited to get into here. And it is none other than Sunman, the greatest hero of them all. Another one of the Masters of the Universe Origins collection. And this one is really, really cool looking. Just look at those wings on the very top of his outfit over here. He's got that shield and he's got this mace attachment that you can actually put on there. He's a member of the Ruler of the Sun, Rulers of the Sun. Now, he was never in the traditional Masters of the Universe line. This is a new edition, and basically it's really increasing what should have been a lot more diversity with the characters back in the 80s. So to kind of show little kids that not all heroes look the same color and everything like that. There are many different heroes in many different shades, so to speak there. This was created by a mom who really wanted to show her son to really the right way that things should be looked at, in my opinion. And this is really an awesome, awesome thing. So as you can see, he is a very stunning looking figure here. African-American hero. He is the greatest hero of them all. I am so down with it. It is really, really cool. It's got a very cool little vintage back right over here. And as you can see, it looks like him and He-Man are going at it with Skeletor and the arch nemesis of Sunman, which is Pighead. And it says here, with magic melanin skin, the Sunman brings the light shining brighter. Well, what does that say there as well? Hang on. Brings the light shining brighter on all worlds where, Hopefully, when all the good people unite. So in so many words, it's kind of a weird sentence, but as you can see, it really is a very, very cool thing. So He-Man is not only the most powerful man in the universe, we have the greatest hero of them all right here with Sunman. And as you can see, we've got the cross-sell with some of the other characters that you're going to see here in the very near future. There's another one here on this list that you're going to see a little bit later on in the stream. Can you guys guess who it is? Obviously, it's not He-Man and not Skeletor. So if you can see the other 4 that are there, you guys can see and try and guess here in the chat who you think that might be. But a very cool character in its own right. And I got to say, nice inclusion of all of this goodness here. You're going to see a wide diversity of characters from the Sun, the Rulers of the Sun line, in the Masters of the Universe Origins collection as time goes by. This is the first one of about maybe 6 or 7. That you'll see included. So as those get acquired, you'll be able to see them here. But it is so cool looking. And then obviously you can tell just really slick. Looks really, really nice. And again, I really love this artwork. The artwork is just stunning. They really knock it out of the park with the artwork here. Axel Jimenez right there, who's pretty much the main dude who puts all this together. He's doing just an amazing job. So really, really good stuff. Sunman, the greatest hero of them all. If you guys are down with Sunman, let me see a sun here in the chat, because this really is a very cool character, and honestly something that's an idea that's a long time coming. It shouldn't even be an idea. It's just normal. We're all people of all different shades, walks of life, colors. It's a beautiful thing. If you guys are down with Sunman, let me see a sun here in the chat. I definitely want to see some action with the sun. That would be awesome. So good times across the board. Misty Smith, wow, you're going off. Everybody clap, clap, clap your hands. It is going down tonight. Dom thinks we're going to see the Trooper later in the hour. Well, we'll see. Brian Rock Rail fan, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on. Lynn Singer, thanks so much for jumping on as well. You made the live stream. Very, very cool. Enoel, I love that you're reliving your childhood. I remember you loving all this stuff. Yes, I've always been a huge fan, sis, of He-Man. You already know, back in the day. Before we were pulled from New York, anyway. And brought out to the West Coast here. Randy, I haven't tried Stouffer's French bread pizza in a very long time, but I know my mom is definitely down with it. And yes, Enoel, I remember the toffee burns whenever you cook your... There's a dessert stuff. My sister has a scar for just about every year of every meal that she's ever made. So and she wears them with a badge of honor because her cooking is amazing. So shout outs to my sister, Enoel. Definitely appreciate the love for sure that you put in there all the time. An amazing cook in there as well. Vivian George, what do you like on hot dogs? Ketchup or mustard? For me, it's going to be mustard and sauerkraut, maybe a little bit of relish. Not so much ketchup. You know, when I was a kid, I used to like ketchup and hot dogs, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. There we go. We got the Suns coming in here right now. Very cool. I appreciate that. Very cool. I really like this character. I really do. He looks really cool, which I got to say, it's just really cool. Cool concept. In terms of just the overall look of his design, you know, with everything on there with the wings, it's just really, really cool. I definitely, I'm down with it. Let's see. Tony Montana, you ever watch any of the animated TV shows? Simpsons way back in the day I did. I'm a kid of the 80s personally, so I like to relive a lot of that stuff once in a while. So obviously G.I. Joe, Transformers, Mask, Masters of the Universe, obviously, which is my shirt right now. So yeah, I'm always down with some of the classic stuff there. And also the reimaginings on Netflix and a lot of the other things as well too. Robotech from back in the day. Carl Broussard, I have to say the steakhouse burrito from Taco Bell, Chipotle chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box, and the bacon cheddar burger from Jack in the Box were all straight up boo-boo. That's a comment right there, Kyle. That is. The steakhouse burrito, I think that's the one I had a problem with me personally, because of how much salt I think that was in that one. So I'm with you there. I'm with you there at least. So, guys, another 2 minutes. We're going to be jumping into this review, and I am very much looking forward to it for sure. Let's see. Johnny, your sister should wear body armor for cooking. I agree. Some form of gloves or something right over there, right? I mean, you learn by trial by fire, so to speak. I guess it really is trial by fire because you're cooking, so to speak, as well. But it adds a layer of just like extra levity to the story because you can laugh about it long after the fact, right? But when it's happening to you, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. So yes, I agree with that. My sister should be suiting up for battle a little bit more, especially since she's more prone to having some issues. Knock on wood. That's not a knock against you, sister. It's just an observation. I'm just saying. Let's see. Lynn, I have scars on my arms from burning them so much on the oven that I've got smart and invested in the chef's jacket. There you go. I think everyone has kind of burned themselves on a stove at some point. I mean, you touch a hot pan, or if you barbecue or something like that, that happens. It definitely happens. Noel is face palming right over there. That's awesome. Good times, good times. Well, guys, it's an amazing time to be here with you as always. We're coming up on 25 after the hour already. It is really a very fast night already, the way that this is going here right now. But once we get into the review, I have a feeling it may even just fly by, because I've got a lot to go over. So it should be pretty interesting. And I think it's going to be worth your while at the same time. So all of you guys who are with me since the very beginning, you obviously know it's all about spreading things out, making things as entertaining as possible throughout the hour. Not too much downtime with, not talking and stuff like that as well. You guys will let me know if anything, right? Because I know by the end of the hour, I'm good. I'm good for the rest of the night. So glad to be on here with you. Hopefully you guys will see if you can guess what I'm going to be doing tonight. Like I said, I gave you a little hint. It's going to be fast food. So I wonder what you guys may be thinking right here. This should be pretty interesting to see how we do with some of these choices. I know that Drew is going to try and guess to no end. We'll have to see if he throws some things out there or not. We'll see what sticks. Let's see. Going further on down. Lord Darkside burned himself on my first air fryer. Okay, that could happen. That could happen. Annette thinks it's a burger. Drew says it's Sonic. Lynn says entertainment. Well, hopefully it's a little bit of everything. Well, definitely I'm hoping entertainment, right? I mean, you guys are here watching me eat this stuff, so hopefully it'll be entertaining for you. Vivian, do you like the cartoon Courage of the Cowardly Dog? I've never watched that. I've never watched that one, Vivian. Sean Hickox, you should try the White Hot Ranch with chicken or their ground beef. You know what? Anything with that White Hot Ranch sauce, I think would be a lovely situation. I'd almost consider going back to try something with a different protein. But usually if I'm going to do that, it'll be something with the beans. I like the black beans over at Taco Bell. So I'm sure you'll see a version of something in the near future that's got black beans. I won't say anything more than that, considering it's going to be a very popular thing, I have a feeling. So we'll have to see. Drew says Pepsi Nitro. Well, fast food, Drew, fast food. Let's see. Glenn Fry, you belong to the city, you belong to the night. Yes, 1985. I believe they used that track in Miami Vice at some point. Believe it or not. I think when Crockett was like driving at night with the top down or something, and they had like the musical interlude where they were playing some song. John Hendren, what's going on? Do you plan to do any food festivals around Monrovia? If they bring back the dining, basically the promo stuff that they do during the usually late summer for that, I'd consider doing that. The old vids were cool. I had a lot of fun putting those together. I'm not sure if they're back just yet. I'm willing to guess that they are going to be this year, but they haven't started advertising, or at least I don't know about it just yet. So we'll have to see. And by the way, I hope your friend's refrigerator from last week turned out okay and it wasn't too small where it was knocked around too much there. So I haven't forgotten about that, John. Shout outs to your friend as well. All right, coming up on 1.5 minutes until the big part of tonight's review. Hope you guys are excited. I am. I'm super excited right now. This is going to be fun to check out. Let's see. Going down the line. Sean Hickox, that's something I hadn't thought of. Black beans. They're really pretty good. They're very full-featured, very robust in flavor. For fast food, I got to tell you, they really do a nice job at Taco Bell. Hashtag unsponsored. It's just my honest opinion. I am definitely down with the black beans. And occasionally, that's one of the reasons that you see some of the veggie reviews from them. Whenever I do certain items that I may have done in the past, but I go back when they re-release them because they come out with that version available. And I'd like to try something different and not just re-review the same thing, because that's kind of pointless to do. Unless it's something that I really think needs to be evaluated again or something. 9 times out of 10, though, you got to choose something different. So that's what I like to do. Ed Keaton, can you please send some birthday wishes for my nephew, Vin E. Is that Vin? Vinny. We'll just say Vin right there. Shout outs to birthday wishes, of course, to Ed Keaton's nephew, Vin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Vin from Ian K from Peep This Out Reviews. Happy birthday to you. Shout outs and a huge homie hug to both of you guys, Ed Keaton and to Vin as well. Health, happiness, and success always in that order, because if you don't have health, you don't have happiness. And if you don't have happiness, you can't have any success, because you're not going to be having that positivity out there to do that, in so many words. Hopefully that came out correctly. I'm going to watch it on the replay, and hopefully that was said correctly the first time. But shout outs to you, Ed. And again, too, a very happy birthday to your nephew, Vin. All right. Subway review, says Drew. No. Might as well just jump in here for you right now. Alana Miles, Black Velvet. That's a classic song as well. Erna, super chat donation. Thank you. That is definitely a classic song. Very classic going on back there. Johnny, Ian, you have great fans. Joey's World fans are creepy. Hey, everybody has their people, so to speak there. I mean, sometimes I have my quote unquote fans and people who love to try and get under my skin, which is hilarious to me every time I see stuff. So believe me, we all have our people. But then again, you haven't really arrived if you don't have people that kind of hate on you, right? So it is what it is. Vincent, there we go. I want to say that's, hopefully I did that correctly for you there, Ed. So very nice. I appreciate that coming through. And again, here we go. It is time to get down for the review. If you guys are ready for the review, give me a fire emoji here in the chat. Give me a fire emoji here in the chat, so I know that everyone is caught up and is ready, paying attention, ready for action. Try and hold off on any questions until everything is done, and then I jump back into the chat. That would be great. Talk amongst all of your peeps if you'd like to. We are getting down with something really fun that I think is going to be really tasty, because I'm kind of hungry. I'm not going to let that influence me in any way, because I need to get some dinner after the review here, or after the stream, if anything. So there we go. All the flames are coming up. There we go. It is lighting up beautiful right now. That is awesome. All right, guys, without further ado, we're going to be going into 3 different things from the same spot. And it is from Del Taco. And once in a while I do fast food stuff here on the channel, naturally on Fridays. Del Taco, I've done some stuff in the past a long time ago. But these are going to be something very tasty. They have a little bit of weight to them here. So I'm going to actually just hold up what I've got. And we got 3 individual ones. I don't know which one is which. But if you guys haven't guessed here in the chat just yet, because it's probably not catching up, didn't expect Del Taco from Annette. Here we go. We have got chicken cheddar rollers. We've got 3 different variants of them over here. This is part of the new for 20 under $2. And there's 3 different options to choose from here. And we're going to see exactly which one is which as we get into this here. So this should be pretty good. Definitely hit that like button down below if you haven't already. And we'll definitely get this going here. But guys, essentially what these are nice warm tortillas, basically grilled marinated chicken and shredded cheddar cheese. And there's 3 different variants. You've got the original, which is a green sauce in there as well. You've got ranch sauce, and you have chipotle sauce. So they're really cool little snacks for what these are here right now. And again, you know, the part of the 20 for under $2 menu over here right now. So we'll have to see. ScottRush.com. My guess is Del Taco chicken tollers. Well, rollers, but we'll take it. Even though the chat hasn't caught up here just yet. We'll have to see here. So I don't know which is which. Let's just get started with one of these. And we'll get this going here. Let me just put something over my computer here. All right. So very nondescript. You guys all know I like to do the details on my stuff when I do the review. So basically what we've got here is a semi-warm tortilla at this point. And this one's going to be filled with marinated grilled chicken as well as grated cheddar cheese. And it's actually freshly grated in store. We don't know if this one is going to be part of the original, which is a green sauce, if it is chipotle, if it's got chipotle sauce, or with ranch. So we'll have to see how this is going to be. So I'm going to take literally just a couple of bites of each one. I'm going to fold down the tortilla on the very top here, so it's kind of like in the mix, so I can get a good bite twice of each of them. Let's just give this a shot, guys. I'm very curious to see. Again, the chicken cheddar rollers, $1.29 a piece. You really can't fade that over here at Del Taco. They have a pretty extensive menu there, and with the new 20 under $2, you've got a lot of choices here. So this should be pretty good. So Drew says it looks like a flat roller. It's not bad, considering it's almost virtually like a cylinder. But let's give this a shot here. The chicken cheddar rollers. Let's see which one this is. Hold on. Green sauce. Mmm. Hang on. That's pretty good. Mmm. Sharp cheddar cheese. The chicken. Try and focus that just a bit. Hopefully that will. I'll give you the detail here. Come on. Focus, focus, focus. My focus needs focus. There we go. All right. Green sauce. Decent amount of marinated chicken. It is definitely a little on the saltier side for some reason. I don't know, maybe I just brought that into the universe talking about the steak burrito from Taco Bell. But the grated cheddar cheese, not bad as well. Little bit of heat. Yeah, that is definitely pretty nice. The green sauce is really hanging back in the cut right now. This actually is pretty tasty, I gotta be honest. Even though the salt level is a little up there, it really is a very hearty bite. And considering $1.29, guys, this is not bad when you look at this here. That was a pretty decent bite that I got out of the first one. This looks like it's maybe a 3 or 4 biter max, but it has got a very decent amount of filling. If you guys are down with the filling on the inside of this here, give me a thumbs up here in the chat. Let me know if you think this is worth $1.29, because this is actually not bad whatsoever. So let's go for one more bite on this one, and we'll get into the other two. But so far, guys, this is actually not bad. The green sauce, the original OG, not bad over here with these chicken cheddar rollers. One more bite. Mmm. Ooh. A lot more green sauce in that one. But the salt, though, for some reason. Mmm. All right, not bad. Not bad. With the exception of that salt. For some reason, that second bite's even more elevated. It's crazy. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10 for the chicken cheddar roller. This is the original OG with the green sauce on the inside. I'm going to try and balance that in there. I'm trying. There we go. I'm going to go maybe like a 6.5 on this one. It's good, but the salt is just up there for me right now. The value is pretty good. $1.29, you really can't fade that. The decent amount of chicken, the cheddar cheese on the inside as well. But, you know, at the same time, you really can't hate on it. Considering all the prices are elevated right now for fast food across the board, $1.29 is not horrible for this. This was actually part of a 5-roller set that you can get with a couple of extra of the same, naturally, for 420 day, actually, on Wednesday. You could have gotten for $4.20, 5 of them, which was, that's a good deal, obviously. But these were $1.29 a piece for me tonight. Would I get this one again? I might try it again, because I think there may be just a small issue with the salt this time. I don't know why it's like that, but the quality is not bad for what this one is here. So not bad whatsoever. If you guys would be down with getting one with green sauce, if you like green sauce, give me a green circle here in the chat if you like green sauce more than any other type of sauce. I'm very curious. Tony, 6.5 is barely passing. Like I said, it's decent for what it is, but like I said, I think maybe just the one that I got was a little on the so-so side with that. So not bad for that one, at least. Red sauce is superior, says Annette. Okay, okay. Johnny says they make it salty so you can buy a drink. Touche. I get it. I get it. All right, my sister says roll out. There you go. Absolutely agree. From this, there we go. Drew likes the green sauce. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, this one, we're going to fold it back again. And what you have here, again, on the inside of this one is supposed to be grilled marinated chicken, freshly grated cheddar cheese, and of course, inside a nice little tortilla action right over here. This is either going to be ranch or chipotle sauce. Again, part of the new 20 under $2, the menu over at Del Taco. This one seems a little bit smaller for some reason, but here we go. Let's give this a shot. Let's peep this out for round 2. Oh, hold on. Chipotle. Mmm. Oh. Oh. I like this one. Mmm. Mmm. Wow, way more satisfying. Way more satisfying. Guys, take a look at this action. I know it's going to focus. It's focusing on my face there. Let me try and block it. But wow, that is really nice. There's the chicken. There's the action. This Chipotle, it's a little on the creamier side, but wow, that is very reminiscent of Taco Bell's Chipotle, but it's a little bit more elevated in the heat. I am really liking that. Not nearly as salty. I guess the salt may have been coming from the green sauce possibly, because this one is not nearly dialed up like that. Wow. This is good. The Chipotle one's got the creamy factor, the nice freshly grated cheese. It's got that nice little bite that you're getting from the sharpness. And then of course the marinated chicken. And then of course it's like in this nice little tortilla action right over here as well. This is not bad. This is not bad whatsoever. So that Chipotle sauce, creamy based on this one, the marinated grilled chicken is really very nicely done. And that freshly grated cheddar cheese, a definitely banging situation on this one. Let's go for one more bite. This is really, really good. Oh yeah. Mmm. Very satisfying. A lot more Chipotle sauce that time around. Wow. And that chicken. Oh, 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 that heat. That's nice. This is live, guys. What you're seeing is exactly how it's coming out right now. Wow. I'm not overly sweating from that, but that's got some nice heat. That has got some nice heat. So take a look at this one here again on the inside. Hopefully that'll focus, focus, focus. My focus needs focus. I always say that. But as you can see, this is pretty nice. For $1.29, I would rock this one again. By far. This is probably going to be one of the better ones, I think, to go with there. Nothing against the green sauce, but the experience is so much better with this there. Annette says she loves Chipotle sauce too. It is really good. One of the main things over at Taco Bell, naturally, sauce-wise, very nicely done. Scale of 1 to 10. I'm going to go a solid 8.5 on this one. This really is pretty tasty. $1.29, you can't hate on it. You get this one as part of a deal. I wish I could have gotten this on Wednesday, 5 for $4.20. That would have been a pretty good thing. Very nice stuff on this one for sure. So absolutely on that. Very nicely done. All right. Let's see here. Going down. All right, very good. Chipotle sauce. Okay, so I like the green. Very nice, Kelsey. Okay, cool. Cool. And decent snack size. Okay. So process of elimination, obviously what we're going to have here is probably going to be the ranch variant, right? So this one here, as you can see, same exact stuff. Again, we got that nice little warm, semi-warm, actually not really warm tortilla at this point, with that freshly grilled marinated chicken and of course, freshly grated cheddar cheese. And in this case, this is going to have some ranch sauce. So let me fold this back and give this one a shot and see exactly how the ranch is. Here we go. Well, wow. Hold on. It's a lot of tortilla. Oh. That was a lot of tortilla, but it's ranch. Quality wise, same as the others, decent. The chicken, the cheese. That was really tasty. The ranch has a little bit of a zip to it. It's not like the best ranch I've ever had, but it gets the job done. It's a nice option to have on the menu. And considering it's not nearly as salty like the first one was, it's not a bad thing. It's definitely not a bad thing here. But at the same time, what you're going to get is the same goodness here. So as you can see here, hopefully as that begins to focus in, there we go. Plenty of grated cheese, plenty of that chopped marinated grilled chicken, and the ranch that's in there as well too is decent on this one. Second favorite, I guess, comparing out of the three, that Chipotle is easily going to be the top. The green one apparently is going to be on the low end for that, considering what we did 6.5 for the original one, 8.5 for this one. Let's go for one more bite and we'll finish this one out with exactly what this will be. So one more bite on this. It's tasty, but yeah, it is what it is. So scale of 1 to 10. Let's just put it in the middle. 7.5. It's okay. 6.5 for the first one. 7.5 for this one. For the ranch, the chipotle is tops. That's easily the better of the three. So really, really good stuff for those by far. Easy recommendation on that chipotle, by the way. Easy recommendation. All right. Let's see here. Let me jump back into the chat, see if you guys are asking any questions. I appreciate you guys watching me do that. Was very happy to give that a shot. I really wanted to give it a go. Personally, I've been waiting to do those when I saw that they were coming out. Those were advertised here about a few days prior at the same time. So good times across the board. Jay Nepper, what's going on? Yes, we did the chicken cheddar rollers, all three of them. So the first one was the green one. We did the chipotle randomly, naturally. I didn't know which was which until I bit into them. And then the third one was ranch as well too there. Thanks so much for jumping on, Jay. I appreciate you jumping on. Let's see here. All right, let me jump back into the chat just a little bit here. Drew, a satisfying situation indeed. Very cool, very cool. Lord Darkside, something funny about me and my older brother is that we just call each other older punk. We don't know how it started. Very cool. When you have siblings, no explanation is necessary. You already know. Tony Shell, Taco Bell barely puts any chicken in their chicken melts, and they cost more than these. Yes, I know the name. Sometimes it depends upon where you go and exactly who is making the food for you. So if you're not satisfied by what you get, always bring it back. I see a lot of comments of people saying, oh, it was made horribly, I'll never get it again. But did you go back, just to see if it was good? ScottRush.com, 1 bite challenge. Those would be pretty awesome to do on that, to be honest. I think they're just barely passable, but I got to admit, I had a little trouble after that first bite right there. Got a little crazy just for a second. Haven't tried the KFC Twister, Vivian. Haven't tried. Let's see here. Vibes want to wait. Ever tried Vietnamese food? Yes, absolutely. I have a lot of I do a lot of the soup noodle stuff, noodle soup goodness with the wifey. So we're definitely down with that. Hugh Austin, love your reviews here in Tennessee. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you sharing the kind words as well and being a fan of the channel. Hopefully you guys are all subscribed to the channel. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. Always brand new content every single week, multiple times for the last, it'll be 9 years later this year, guys. It's crazy to think about how much time is going by. It's craziness. Let's see here. Going down the line here. Jackie Hero Food Reviews, thanks so much for jumping on. Great to see you, great to see you. Johnny is from Miami. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I know back east, you already know what it is. And as we go on further on down, smash that like button from Annette Cervantes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Let's take a look since we're coming up on almost 10 minutes to 9 already, guys. This is a fast hour right now. We're going into the second collectible to take a look at. And out of the 4 that you guys saw from earlier, let's see, obviously we have Sunman on the very top right there. I think what Dom thought it was going to be the Horde Trooper. We have Clawful, we have Anti-Eternia He-Man that's in there. Which out of those 3 do you think we're going to be seeing here right now? The Horde Trooper, Clawful, or Anti-Eternia He-Man? Which out of the 3? I'll leave that up there just a second to see if we start seeing some things jump in. And we'll see if what you guys think. And obviously next week we'll finish out this wave with the other 2 remaining. So if you guys know what I'll be looking at, we'll have to see. Scott says Clawful is his guess. Tony says the Trooper. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Good times. All right. All is about to be revealed here right now because without further ado, let's see here. Jay says number 3. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see if that's true. Jay Nepper, did you start this channel when you did When you and Mariah were dating at the age of 13? Wow. Wow, Jay, you're on one already. You are on one already. Crazy, crazy. Yes, vibes. I'm super excited about Doctor Strange and in the Multiverse of Madness movie. Absolutely. Mainly because it's directed by Sam Raimi, who's got some huge horror elements thrown into the mix with that. I cannot wait to see what that's going to be like there. So it should be pretty awesome. All right, Johnny says it's Clawful. Johnny, you will have to wait till next week because you can't have the greatest hero of them all without having the most evil man in the universe to go with him. So Anti-Eternia He-Man is going to be the one that we're going to be finishing out tonight with here, guys. And this is really just a repaint of the original He-Man character, but it's an Anti-Eternia form. He's completely black, smoked out, looks really, really menacing at the same time. This character, again, was not available back in the vintage 80s. They pretty much replicated that look and created this character, which actually came much later down the line in the classics era, like a bunch of years back, but still much older, much newer compared to the vintage. But take a look at the very back. The artwork is awesome on this here. With the power of Hellskull, the fearsome He-Man, what does it say here? I keep messing with it. The fearsome He-Man overthrew Anti-Eternia using his unmatched strength. So trying to keep that focus. With the power of Hellskull, the fearsome He-Man overthrew Anti-Eternia using his unmatched strength. So basically this is the opposite version in the multiverse of these characters. Everyone's doing a multiverse, and that's basically the other side, the flip side of these characters. But man, pretty cool for this particular one. And basically it's just twisting in different positions as well. So process of elimination, process of elimination for the next stream. You guys are going to be seeing the Horde Trooper and Clawful, and they definitely are awesome looking. I can tell you right now, only because I have them, and they are sitting right behind me here in the darkness, just waiting to see you guys here in the next stream. So good times across the board for this one here. But Anti-Eternia He-Man, the most evil man in the universe, retro play, modern posing, comes with his black gear, the sword, the axe, the shield, and then obviously the evil character himself here. So very, very cool. So Johnny was asking, how many action figures do I have? I have every single one of the new line of Origins now. And there's one hiding on the very top, all the way in the very back up over there, which you guys will be seeing as well too. There's a lot of them that are out there. So I'm just basically, everything behind me is becoming a Masters of the Universe wall, to be honest, because I'm beginning to run out of room. So I gotta put things in places and really help things out there. So we'll have to see. But Vibe says, yeah, he's beautiful. He's really cool looking character. Absolutely. So when you have the greatest hero of them all, and then you have the most evil man in the universe to go with, I mean, they pretty much look cool. I mean, just the duality of the characters, they look really, really nice. So one of the rulers of the sun, and then you have a Masters of the Universe from the multiverse at the same time with Anti-Eternia He-Man. So very, very cool with these characters, and glad I can show them to you. I have a lot of fun in there as well. Let's see here. Kelsey says, sorry, Ian and mods. I know there's a lot going on in the chat here. I appreciate all of you guys for doing what you do and keeping things as great as we can considerably, considering that sometimes we have issues here in the chat. But again, like I said earlier, if you don't have haters, you haven't arrived, so to speak. But fortunately, we have an amazing community of people here. And generally, we have pretty awesome times here in the chat without having to worry too much in there as well. Yes, Johnny, my wife does know. She is aware of all of them. In fact, she usually clowns me about how many are beginning to show up here at the same time as well. So good times. Daniel Savage, love the channel, always a fan. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate the support, and for all of you guys who are subscribing and enjoying the content, watching the content. It's been a love letter to create content for the past eight and a half years. It'll be very soon, actually, here. August 15th will be the 9th anniversary of my channel and me doing this pretty much on YouTube here, which is crazy. So yeah, let's see here. Min, why do you say welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K? Because that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm welcoming you. Of course I got to put it out there who I am, right, at the same time. Good times, good times. Wow, I'm kind of done just from those, what, 2, 4, 6 bites of those little those things there. I think I'm going to be good without not having to have too much for food after this stream here with these little madness items here for $1.29. That was a good time actually to check those out. I've been waiting to give those a go since I got them not that long ago here, right before the stream. Misty, this video was sponsored by Del Taco. It would be nice. That would be nice to get some sponsorships from some of these things. Johnny, your wife sounds cool. I agree. I definitely agree. So guys, good times across the board. Watched The Batman twice now. And I'm just so down with that movie. If you guys haven't seen it yet, it's available on HBO Max now, so you guys can definitely check it out in the comfort of your humble abode. And I'd highly recommend that too, which is really awesome if you throw it on the big screen. It's really pretty awesome, really, really fun to do. Let's see here. Let's see. Man, got the hot and crispy fries from Wendy's. Pretty awesome. 9 out of 10. Very nice. Very nice. Drew, I got contacted by a TV station in Japan. They're going to use a clip of my video in their news story. Very nice, Drew. Shout outs to you. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Speaking of which, when is the live stream replay? The live stream replay will be tomorrow, Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The replays usually go up at 12 o'clock. I'm going to keep that regular schedule for the replays. And then naturally, doing the new content, brand new content, my structured content that I create will always come out at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And you'll find that coming on Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'd like to give you a little bit of duality on the weekend. Naturally, a couple of things to take a look at. You'll be able to see all of those in that order there. So Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the replay of this stream, as well as Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the structured content. And I think you'll like what you're going to see there, which is it's pretty interesting. So it should be fun, and I think it'd be good for Sunday personally, for a reason that you'll probably know when you see for what it is. I guess for not that it's like super urgent to put out immediately, but it's definitely something interesting. And considering Sunday is usually a slow news day, I usually like to put things out on Sunday that I think you probably wouldn't see initially, maybe until like the week begins or sometime into the week. So do look forward to that because, like I said, brand new content every single week. Good times across the board. Misty Smith, in that case, press the red YouTube play button to tune in for tomorrow to live stream. Yes, and speaking of which, if you do that, every time you see Frank's Red Hot here, this is subliminal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, smash that subscribe button down below. Frank's Red Hot entices you to do that, as well as me telling you at the same time. But subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, of course, and you'll be notified of all that good stuff. And also the community tab you'll be able to find every day. I'm usually posting something at 12 o'clock, whether it's the previous day's video, something of interest that I think you'll like to see, just to keep it out there. So again, I appreciate the greatness that you guys do here in the chats, as well as the comments. On top of that, if you haven't considered becoming a patron of the channel, of course, you can do that as well too. All the links down below, either in the description or in the first pinned comment. All the good times there as well. So shout out to each and every one of you. And again, let me send a huge thank you to every single one of you guys here in the chat. You guys make the world go round. To all my amazing mods here for keeping things in check. Generally, we have a good time here in the chat here because actually it's managed pretty nicely there. And we have a great community of people, an amazing group of people that are always here every week. And I greatly appreciate all of your day ones and all the new peeps, all the people who are subscribing and watching the content. Yes, Vibes, I've heard this. The guy who broke the record for watching Spider-Man No Way Home 292 times, which is crazy. I've only seen it twice and I'm good. I'm good with it for sure in there as well. Erna, tomorrow when all the things are shaping tomorrow, I'll be with you tomorrow. I'll be here aching. I'll keep loving you. There you go. That's some awesome lyrics right there. And then Jay, what's the Jay saying there? Subscribe for more awesome content, links below. I clicked on one of them. Very cool. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jay. You already know. To everybody here in the chat, as we round this out here for the next couple of minutes, I'll try and answer as much as I can here in the chat. Once it ends, actually, I'm usually here for about a minute or so until it times out. So if you guys want to try and throw some things in there quickly, I'll try and do my best to do what I have to do in there as well. And we'll kind of go from there. But again, guys, thank you so much for jumping on. I had a lot of fun checking out the goodness from Del Taco, taking a look at a couple of entries into the Masters of the Universe Origins line. The other two will be for the next stream that you guys will see. And of course, brand new content will be in effect for this week starting on Sunday, and then we'll just go from there. So let's see here. Kelsey, best chat and mods on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We have some amazing people here in the chat. And again, Annette, try and make your way up to Anaheim to check out Portos. It's worth the trip. I'm telling you, it is really worth the trip to give that a go. Man, you want to see the wifey, Carol Juju, on the next live stream? I always ask her. She is very camera shy. Considering my early videos, she was in there. Actually, when we were dating, when, you know, fiance, that type of thing back then. But you'll be able to see some of the content on the channel for sure there. One of my favorite videos is checking out the patio in Santa Monica. One of my very first early videos where we actually tried some seafood over there, which was amazing to do there. So yes, Chow, I'm looking forward to Jurassic World Dominion without a doubt. I'm excited across the board for the next Jurassic Park. It should be very, very awesome. And I am definitely looking forward to it. So guys, 9 o'clock, I'm going to wrap this one up here again. Brand new content coming on Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This replay will be live Saturday on the 23rd at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And guys, do have an amazing weekend. Whatever you do, do it to the best of your ability. Be as good as you can to those around you. But it starts with being good to yourself first. When you wake up in the morning, smile, be positive, and just remember, it is definitely all about keeping things moving in that positive light as we go further and further into the year. Guys, before you know it, we're going to be into summer and then into fall and then Halloween season again. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I am super excited. So with that, this is Ian K closing out the live stream officially for April 22nd, 2022. And like I always say, we've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times across the board, guys. Good times across the board. And Jane Epper is BK's Mariah's Magical Melt meal is coming. There you go. There you go. When in doubt, she jumps from McDonald's and dump trucks that those horns going backwards into BK. I wouldn't put it past her. Who knows? We'll have to see what happens with that. But again, shout out to each and every one of you guys again. Have fun this weekend. To all my amazing mods and here in the chat, again, thank you for doing what you do. And again, to all people everyone who's donated to the channel as well. Again, take a look down below in the description box as well. You guys will be listed there once the replay is live. And again, I'm super excited for what the future has got coming down the line. So thank you so much. And I will definitely talk to you soon. Ernest says I should make a $50 patron level. You know what? You can always do a custom one too there. I never like to go super high like that. But should you feel so inclined, feel free. Feel free. All right, guys, I'm jumping out of here right now. Jackie Hero Food Reviews, thanks so much for jumping on. Freddie Foodie King, you stay frosty as well. Drew, next week, Snoop Dogg rollers. We'll have to see. We'll keep the Blazed and Glazed going there. That was a lot of fun to put that review together, I got to tell you. Good times across the board. Michael Domeyer, shout outs to you. Hopefully it is just try and stay toasty instead of frosty out your way. I know it's a little cold, a little chilly here in Southern Cali here at the moment. We had a massive rainstorm yesterday. So it is definitely a little chilly here right now. And to everybody else here in the chat, shout outs to you there. My heart's always going out to each and every one of you guys. And also Ed Keaton, to your nephew as well too, to Vince as well too there. Thank you, shout outs to you. Mugno, you are the man. I appreciate you, or woman if you're a female. Either way, you guys make my heart go around. You make my heart sing, and I got to tell you, I have such a fun time doing this every time with you guys here. Bruce Drees, Chick-fil-A or McDonald's? Yes. They're both good in exactly what they do. They do very well. And Michael Domeyer is supposed to be near 80 this weekend in Detroit. Very nice. Very, very cool. Appreciate the information there. Okay, I'm going to be here in the chat for about a minute or so once it ends. And guys, I will try and answer what I can for as long as I can. But just know that it is all about the community aspect of what we do here on the channel. Patronize the food review niche. There's a lot of amazing creators out there watching, hopefully, as well as putting out content on the daily. Whatever you guys do, keep doing it. And let's make sure we do what we have to do here to rock it out further and keep progressing further and growing together and having a good time while doing it there. So with that, it's time for me to kind of relax. My voice is beginning to go and I think I'm done. Peace. I'm out.